Thinking about you, baby. Thinking about all the changes we've been through. And I know it might sound crazy, but I'm still loving you. In spite of all the simple things we've been through, I can't explain. But I love what you do to me. Driving me insane. See, I can't go no higher. And I'm on this love. Never giving up. I'm thinking of you. You're always on my mind all the time. On this love. I'll always be there, baby.
I drive into 1806 Rio Grande, Mr. Paul. How are you doing today? I don't speak acronym to whoever just put an acronym in my ear. Let's go. My federal audit was this morning. Oh, this is live. I can prove it. Watch this. I'm gonna do to you what a free speech absolutist does to a person who publishes publicly available flight information. Are you ready? Are you ready? One, two, three. That's right. Cope more, Musk stands. Cope more! I would never work for him. He's a cunt. He's a fucking cunt. I honestly didn't have much against Elon Musk. I had a lot against his fans. I didn't really have much against Elon Musk until and not even the Twitter takeover, but after it. He just outed himself as an absolute piece of shit. They were asking the music by TLC. Tender Loving Care. My grandfather's gotten more confused. He was upset I wouldn't let him piss in the washing machine. Is that confusion? Maybe he just really hates... I don't know. Maybe that was his way of getting back at somebody that he didn't like, who borrowed his washing machine. It's always possible, Paul. You never know. Now let's see. Okay, so he's releasing a bunch of information on ex-Twitter employees, but if any current Twitter employees speak out about the illegal shit that he may be doing, he sues them. He bans people. He releases all these files on shadow banning and says shadow banning is bad. But shadow banning is not actually banning, it's just not boosting your content. And then he says that that if you release hateful content, it will be max deboosted, which is the same shit. He bans Alex Jones as a free speech absolutist and he doesn't say listen, his speech in a court of law was shown to be illegal. As a result of this, we are not going to have him on the platform. He just makes up some shit about his kid dying in his arms or whatever. Like, it's the same problem as every fucking social media platform. There's no obvious, clear-cut rules for anybody to follow. So you live in fear of being banned because you're dealing with a dictator. This isn't even he's not even a benevolent dictator. It's not even like you went from a shitty system to a benevolent dictator. He's just a cunt. And he runs his company like a cunt too. Like when you see shit like somebody spends $150K in a new Tesla Model S Plaid, they're paying a monthly fee for a self-driving. They just got the car. It's broken. They give it back to Tesla to have it fixed under warranty. And they refuse to refund him the $400 a month self-driving fee for the car that he just spent $150K on that he can't use because it's broken. It's like this mentality that he has, it just kind of plagues everything. The thing that annoys me the most is honestly, it's not any individual thing that Musk does. It's the cult of personality that has people simping for him so badly. Like, he can never be criticized. Anytime you criticize, you'll see, they'll come out in full force. They'll be in this chat. They're literally everywhere. It's honestly worse than, like, Donald Trump or Apple stands. Like, my experience with the world of standing and cult of personality started with Apple fans, and then Trump stuff and political stuff, but, like, Musk's are a different level. It's actually a different level. A bit harsh. Okay, how about this for harsh? Somebody writes a piece of their PhD saying, listen, it seems like Grindr is being used by underage people anyway, because as with much of the internet, if you have something that says you must be 18 plus to use it, you literally have to do nothing other than claim you're over 18 to start using it. So if people underage are going to use this app anyway, and we are not going to do a fucking thing to prevent it, we might as well make it so that it is safer for those users. He takes a small piece of that essay, takes it out of context, to imply the guy is a pedophile to tens of millions of users. He's a cunt. He's a cunt. And then he says he's a free speech absolutist, but when somebody publishes publicly available data, legally publicly available data on his jet, he bans them. He's a piece of shit. He's an absolute and utter piece of shit. He's the type of person that starts a bar fight, then calls the cops. There are there are people that are getting so much fucking harassment as a result of him. And then the moment that like any of it happens to him, he bans them. Which would be fine if he didn't claim to be a free speech absolutist. Which you're not when literally publicly available data is getting banned because you don't like it. Like, he's just a cunt. And then, like, before any of this stuff happened, before Twitter, I just thought, okay, he has a car company that's done some really cool shit. Again, like, a lot of the autopilot stuff is really cool. Electric cars that have charging stations around the country, that shit is really cool. Who just so happens to bullshit every now and then. Like, he has a cool company, he bullshits every now and then, but he does some cool shit. I never really had anything against Elon Musk. Now I think he's, and to be clear, everything I'm saying, there were signs that he was like this beforehand. It's just I never really focused on Elon Musk much because I didn't really care about him, and I had no reason to care about the life and business of another person that has nothing to do with me. But, like, the more you look into this stuff, it was obvious that he was a cunt all along. Like, make no mistake, I don't have to like Twitter's staff. I don't have to like Twitter's staff to not be a fan of trading one set of lunatics for another authoritarian cunt. That's like, he's just another. And I think at this point in time, people are so hungry for a father figure. They're so hungry for show them the way that they don't care. They'll look past every flaw, analyze them blindly, and outsource critical thinking skills to them. They'll outsource figuring out who to like to them, outsource figuring out who to hate to that person. It's a dangerous point in society, in my opinion. And to be clear, that's not because of Elon Musk. It's because we're at a point where people are willing to outsource their critical thinking skills, outsource their judgment, outsource their choices on who to like or dislike to a popular figure. I'm no stan. Hey, let's see how many people are pissed off. Oh, I love the road noise on 45. I honestly like it. It sounds like you're flying or some shit. I don't know, it's a cool noise. It's like a sound effect from a video game when you're flying. I love it. I like the road noise on 45. I hate Musk stands. Musk has done good and bad things, but he's an impulsive and selfish. Lewis's criticism is spot on, but there's even more. Yeah, like, again, there are things that he did. By all means, making electric cars viable for people by creating a cross-country charging system in a company that has not gone bankrupt for 14 years, like, that's good. That's some good shit. But it doesn't mean he's not a cunt. His level of trolling is so far above others. I think he's just a dude with Asperger's that got way too much money and attention. Like, he had it, now it's time, in my opinion, for him to take his money and go the fuck. Like, but, what? Speak. And like that guy that he implied was a pedophile. Again, this is behavior that you could see because he did that years ago. He just randomly accused somebody of being a pedophile because his ego was bruised. That's what he does. Meme car? No meme car. Bad meme car. Behave meme. Behave. Good meme. Days are going all right. Got a couple of things I have to settle today. Thank you, Jay. sudo make Yelp that's open source? Because it doesn't. Because it doesn't. That's why it doesn't. Because it doesn't. Can I move with you? Thank you, Bill. Why would you merge into somebody's blind spot, you dumb meme card? Meme card, be smarter than that. Come on.
You